Well, hey, Gundam Maniacs, welcome to another episode of Gundam Explained. For this one, for the 4th of July, my son and I built this RX 78-2 that's from Target. It just happens to be in the United States of America colors. So, yeah, I built it, but decided to kind of just weather it for fun, just kind of play around with some of the tools I have and see what we can come up with and see if maybe something that could work for you. But before we get started, if you haven't, please subscribe and give this video a like if you think it's cool, and check out the links in the description for the Discord, Patreon, and stuff like that. But let's get started. All right, so here is that American Gundam, the United States RX 78 2. Pretty cool. We did a straight build. I just did some basic panel lining in some areas and decided to keep some of it for the dirt. That's kind of what got me that idea. And like, hey, why didn't I kind of dirty this up, do some weathering with some techniques I have. But yeah, so one thing that I wanted to start with is this cool little tool I got. Now, I was going to use this to do some repairs on effect parts. Let's see about making like bullet holes and stuff in it. All right, and then I think for sure the shield. And then maybe like ricocheting off the side or something. Yeah, this is going to help kind of just give it that kind of rough look. All right, so I've got something like that going on right now. Looks interesting. What do you think? Across it like it was a heat hawk or something. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Got some damage going on. I have some fun coloring this. Gonna use some of the accent line or the panel line accent color to just add some details. So like, let's see, what would be something cool to do? So we can already kind of like just place some around. Okay, a lot came out there. I didn't mean to do that, but this gives me the idea I wanted to do. I can just get it kind of dirty where I need to and just wipe off the extra. And you see how like on the leg, you can really make it easily just between that little drill and the ink, kind of give it a cool damaged look. Because the holes, are from the blast, but also the dark marks show the burning areas. So because I got that extra on the shield, I can just kind of wipe away some of that. We could see where, I kind of drilled in some shots, make it look like a heat hawk or something had hit that, and then used that ink to kind of fill it in and dirty it up. All right, and here is kind of a look at the chest where those drills were, where I put some kind of like burnt marks. All right, and here's a look at the face with some battle damage on there. I think that looks pretty cool. In fact, it makes me want to do something with the eye. Okay, so that looks pretty cool with the eye damage. Although I want to make it look like a scar, like it's coming down the face a little more. Ooh, that looks cool. Doesn't that? Let's get some battle damage up in there. And then let me do a dab. I know you're familiar with that, Lucas. Okay. So far, very cool battle damage look that seemed to be pretty easy to put together. With just kind of, having fun doing it. All right, and after I put some more ink on it, I'm just kind of like dabbing it and smearing it around. You can kind of be a little creative with however you want it on there just to look dirty in the end. All right, let's try making this gold here since I've got this gold marker. All right, that gold looks cool on the V-fin, just kind of some added stuff. It makes me want to do something else. You know how like lightsabers have that silvery gold look to it? I'm going to kind of do that here. I don't know how that's going to look, but let me try something. All right. Got some silver on there too. I'm going to rough this stuff up just a little more to get it some detail. Because when I put the dry brush with the silver, I kind of want it to stand out. Let me add that here because I think that kind of helps really. That looks pretty cool. And you know what? While I'm here, let me just throw some silver on the gun just to add some details on that. And you know, just to try it out, I know it's better if I take this apart to do this, but I'm just going to try seeing with it built, adding silver in the joints. All right, I'm actually going to use gold instead. All right, so I think that gold looks pretty cool. I mean, I could mess with it a little more, but I think not fully painting it or like taking it apart to do it kind of lends to its dirty look. So I think that works out. All right, I'm going to do some dry brushing. I'm going to use the paint here, kind of get it on the brush just a little bit, and then add it onto the edges and stuff. Make it look like the paint is peeling off and the metal's coming through. Now I'm going to try just by painting it onto the brush itself and then putting it on just to see if that saves time. Okay, so yeah, you can kind of see that silvering at the edge. I might add a little more, but I think that looks pretty good. Wow, look at that. All right, and I like this looks really good, but I didn't do too much. So I think anyone could really achieve this just by using kind of these simple supplies here. And you don't have to do anything specific, just kind of mess around with it and even apply some more. I kind of want to add gold to the top here as well. Wow, and that chrome look that that silver gives off is pretty amazing. All right, and then one last thing I'm going to do is just add a little bit of the brown on it just to make it a little dirtier. And sometimes you'll accidentally get some extra ink on here, but you can usually easily fix that. Either wipe it all away or just kind of dab it so it can kind of turn into something. So it can actually look dirty. And then I'll just quickly do some areas that are really white just to give the whole thing a dirty feel. All right, and there you have it. I thought this was a pretty easy, quick way. It takes about, 30 to 40 minutes, maybe even an hour. If you just want to do something quick to look fun, it's kind of therapeutic to just dirty it up anyway and make it look worn. But if you're not looking for any specific look, just a combination of using the drill, using the silver dry brushing, having the different inks, the panel lining inks everywhere, and then just occasionally throwing like a gold or a silver on something just kind of livens it up, makes it really cool. So anyway, there you go. There's some cool techniques for wearing down a mobile suit or a gunpla to make it look like it's like battle damage or has some wear to it. I'm sure there are way more professional ways to be doing that, but this is just a quick and easy, fun way with some supplies you have to kind of do it quickly and not spend too much time, especially if you're trying to figure out if you want to take your Gunpla customizing to the next level and you're kind of scared, not sure where to start. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll talk later.